This will be the final fourth part to this. Day 4. Yes. I would like to expand on that previous last statement, the last video. It's important that if you truly want that dream or a higher version, that idea, that belief, or a higher version of it to manifest in your life, you have to completely completely and utterly accept the moment, each moment as it is, as a direct representation of that held attitude and that belief therein. Because you cultivated this in a state of joy, which is the highest vibration of expression for the best, most powerful experience of which you fully enjoy, represents. In order to attract the synchronicities you need to lead you on that path, to bring you to the events and to the goals that your spirit has set out for you, you must remain in a state of joy. And it's quite easy. It's quite easy. It's all about surrendering to the moment, looking around, seeing the validation for that which is positive and supports you, and that which you look within as well and ask, how can I learn from this experience, positive or negative, the experience? What in neutral it is the experience, and what can I learn from it? What can I take in upon myself and learn another piece of who I am? Now, as you stay within your joy and say, your joy will change from moment to moment. My joy right now is speaking with you. And your joy will change from moment to moment. And if you don't know what your joy is, relax. Let go of all attachments, mental, emotional, let them all go. And your joy will just come. It'll come as an idea and as a little bit of inspiration. And that inspiration, act on it right then, act on it. And it may just be this tiniest idea. And the experience I've had with my writing is I get like maybe one sentence. I'm walking around, just relaxing, or I'm in the act of service. I'm sweeping the floor. I get one thought, one idea. And I say, that would be good in the book. And then from there, I take it directly to the book, and every pages just unfold. They just pour out of me. Same thing goes when if you feel inspired to work out, if you feel inspired to call one of your friends, if you feel inspired to go for a walk real quick. It could be going for a drive. It could be it's the simple, very, very simple moments, the simple ideas of which, if you act upon them in that moment, and if you cultivate that attitude of joy, and you look towards that belief that truly will fulfill you, and you look for the subtle signs of the abstract that support you, and these signs will grow in magnitude as you further give attention to their externalized perceptions. You gotta give them, you appreciate them. The more you appreciate by being joyful and looking at those signs and giving those signs joy, the more those signs grow in your experience until they just envelop it. This is all very pertinent to keep within your awareness. And it just takes practice and a little bit of faith, and just pay attention. That's all it's all about. Just pay attention. Life is about paying attention. And follow your joy. This is crucial. Follow your excitement. It's in those subtle signs, that little idea that you get. Maybe it might be going for a walk, and then you go for the walk, and then all of a sudden you get the idea. And this is you being present. You're not putting any expectations on going for a walk. You're not putting any expectation on getting the idea to draw something. You're not putting any expectations on getting the idea to write something down or create a poem. You're not putting any expectations on what the outcome or the process will look like. And you just step into it. Focus on the breath if you need. just relax into that attitude of joy, and more inspirations. Is that as you follow joy, joy follows you. As you follow your excitement, more exciting things happen. As you follow your inspiration, you become more inspired along the way. It is the journey. And in those inspirations, that journey, everything that you get will further allow you to fully appreciate who you truly are. It's as you follow those inspirations, your joy and your love, and you give it back to the world through your attention. And it could be in physical service, or it could be in any form, but the moment that it's no longer your joy, stop and ask yourself what is. Because a lot of times, like, I'll get one inspiration, I'll act on it, I'll write a whole page, and then all of a sudden I get to a certain point where this is enough for now. This is enough. If I push myself any further, I'm going to push myself into a disharmonic state of being. So the next thing to do is where's the next point of joy? Where's the next focus of where I can follow my joy? And it may very well be right in front of me, except in a different activity. And we're active beings. We're meant to be active. We're meant to create. We're meant to... These words are our essence of creation. And these deeds, these everything I am, this being, is the conduit, the vessel for the life essence that is the creative, nurturing power of all that is, that flows through me. And it only flows through me as I allow it to flow through me. It increases, I increase my ability to flow and give it as I give more attention to myself. So follow those subtle, very, very simple inspirations. Act on them right then. Right then. Put everything else aside, because it'll still be there. And the moment is perfect as it is. It'll still be there. Act on that inspiration, and more inspiration will follow, which will lead you down to even more inspirations. And then sooner more than later, you will find yourself doing something you truly enjoy, and your day just was one event after another, surprise after another, and you're just following your joy. And it's when you cultivate this belief or this idea during this meditative pause, and you bring it into the moment by continuously following your joy and giving your attention to the abstract forms that represent it as a reflective portion of your reality. And you give it joy with your attention, with just that, yes, I'm so excited. And, you validate it, say, I see you. And you would draw more of that to you. This is the law of attraction. Like attracts like. This is its fundamental essence. And all those techniques and all those, they all get in the way. They make you think that this is something that you need to do. No. This is who you are. It is a state of being. Every one of you is perfect just the way you are. Because in this moment, you can completely shift your reality if you choose. Now, patience. I'd say 9 days worth of patience is worth it. But don't put time frames on anything. Develop patience. Just keep looking for the signs and notice how they grow in emphasis and intensity and quality, and how your appreciation for them grows and grows and grows. I'm telling you, I manifested where I stay right now. One night, I just took some time, visualized, really radiated some joy on a visualizing. That whole process that I told you about, that I'm telling you about, I did that. I completely let go the next day. I completely accepted my environment. I no longer chose to find things to judge in it, and instead I just focused on doing what I loved doing. So I woke up that next morning and I went to paint. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, the person that worked in the store had seen me there a couple times before, felt inspired to come walk over to me and offer me a place to stay. And this place was not exactly as the image that I held, but it is an exact symbolic representation. I guarantee you. The same goes for how I even got here to Portland from my home previously. Somebody saw my video on Moldavite, and it was just that natural intention that I was saying, that I need to go, I need to follow my joy. And my joy at that moment was leave. And I followed it, and it was this perfect synchronistic relationship between me and 3 other girls who I began learning more about myself in that instance, that I began following my joy, that I stayed with them for about 2 weeks, and it was simply just revelation after revelation after revelation. That's what happens when you follow your joy. You remember more of who you truly are. Because you already are perfect. And every scenario, if I want to do anything, I know how to do it. And I've already explained the process for you. And it's simple. It's very simple. And for those that are suffering some disharmony in their life, take a breath, relax your physical, emotional, mental bodies. Accept that disharmony as it is. It is a lesson. It is an experience of compassionate understanding. If you accept it, and become open. Acceptance implies you become open to whatever interpretations flow. You intuitively gain ideas and inspirations that will spring within you, the insights that help you understand that disharmonious situation for what it is, a lesson. And instantaneously, the burden that disharmony once held will be gone. Instantaneously. That is the power of our life-giving conscious awareness. All we have to do is look upon the veil of illusion and know how to define it as it is and see it as it is. And if it's no longer holding its truth for us, it's gone. It automatically becomes nonsensical. It just doesn't make any sense to believe in that way. And that's what it is for me as far as food and water. I've simply uprooted all my beliefs. And then I became inspired by the YouTube videos that I watched on Breatharianism, because they weren't there in my awareness when I first discovered Breatharianism. I looked all over YouTube. I didn't see much of anything. But when I look back now, my experience has changed, and from the looks of it, it seems like they've been there all along. Truth they have, but they were not in my experience and not in my reality of awareness. Literally, your reality changes when you change yourself within. And it's an art. It's an art. It's a beautiful art of awareness. Just pay attention. This is the true nature of things. I just want to say, I love all of you, all of life. I love this body that I have. I grew up not appreciating this, and I've learned to appreciate it by following my joy. And I just want to say, I'm so thankful. And I hope all of you put this into practice and tell me how your life changed, because I know it works. It's just simple physics.